welcome back to Tankers Club. In today's video we are going to talk about the Chieftain, the tier 8 premium heavy British tank. Really a beast, a monster, if you know how to play with it, of course. We can play with this tank hull down, and it's a fast firing heavy tank with great mobility for a heavy tank, and especially what makes this tank OP is also the view range. So we can nearly play with this tank like kind of a universal tank. We can play it like normal heavy tank playstyle, but also you can play it like a medium tank like this, rushing on enemy tanks, and thanks to the good mobility and the fast reload time, you can ram, smash and destroy enemy tanks, send them one after the other to the garage. This tank is really a beast. But now let's take a closer look at the upgrade of this tank. Here we go. So we got here 1908 hit points while using improved assembly. I would also suggest you to use that if you have that tank, because we have already really a great turret. A lot of shots are going to bounce without using the enhanced armor, and the hull, there is nothing to maximize. The hull of this tank is pretty weak, so that's why I go for the improved assembly, and with that I have 1900 hit points. We can make 225 damage per shot, and we have an insane DPM for a heavy tank. Look at this, guys, 2672 DPM, only 5 seconds reload time, and I'm using the gun rammer, of course, to maximize my DPM. And just imagine if you are using the adrenaline, you are going to reach about 4.5 seconds reload time, which will make this tank a POP beast tank, I would say. The penetration is not the greatest. You can also take the calibrated shells, but I go for the gun rammer, and I just have to aim good and know the weak spots of the enemy tanks, and with that I can easily make my damage. The armor is, tricky, very tricky. So we got here, look at this, guys. The turret is really great, especially the front of the turret. So try always to play hull down and show your front turret with this tank. And we have 254mm armor, so it's really very hard to pen. But this tank has, we have to mention it also, I call it a cancer spot on the turret, and it's this, guys, the cupola. I think it was made there, and that's why also this tank has a great view range. Also very important to mention, I think the best view range of all heavy tanks, 200 if I'm not mistaken. Using the improved optics we can reach 293 meter view range. This is insane for a heavy tank. But this cupola is also a weak spot of the turret, and not everyone, it's very hard to aim on this, but it's a weak spot and it's easy to pen. So if we are playing against, let's say skilled player, they will easy pen you right there on the top of the turret. So this is the weak spot, and why I don't like a lot playing with this tank, because that has that weakness on the turret, and also the hull is not great. So you have to play hull down, and even with that, sometimes it's rare, but sometimes you're going to wonder why they penned you, because they just hit the cupola right there and they penned you. But most of the shots are going to bounce if you play hull down. So this tank has a great mobility for a heavy tank. It belongs to me to that group of fast heavy tanks, and that's why if my team split and go medium and heavy side, I go always medium side with this tank, because I have great mobility, I have a fast reload time, and I have that amazing view range which allows me to play with this tank like a medium tank. And medium tank will have really huge problems to pen me or to deal with me, because I'm so fast reloading as them. I have a good armor, I have more hit points as medium tank, so I can only have an advantage if I go medium tank. Of course, I wouldn't suggest you to go alone to medium side, but if your team split, just go with the mediums, and you are going to create a huge difference, and that will let's say raise your chance to win most of the battles. And so that's it, I would say, to talk about this tank. If I have the choice to take the Action X or the Chieftain, I would go for the Action X, because this tank is just much more better than this. We have Also a great turret, but we have also a great hull. And the same thing is for the T94E2 Shark. Very similar to the Chieftain, but we have here also again a great turret, but also a great armored hull, and that makes a difference. And that makes also those tanks, the Action X and the T54E2, more beginner friendly. But as I said, the Chieftain has his weakness and has also his strength. The strength is good mobility, high DPM, also a very good gun dispersion, guys. Look at this, only 0 to 7, so this is really a very accurate gun. You can make good precision shots with this tank, and the view range also. But weakness of this tank is the hull. It's really very weak and everyone will be able to pen you. So yeah, enough talking, let's now jump on the battlefield, and want to show you how to play correctly with this tank. And I want to show you also that if you play hull down, a lot of shots are going to bounce with this tank. So let's just go to the battlefield. Team is splitting, some of them going heavy side, and some of them like Chimera and Waffenträger are going medium side. So I decided to go medium side and support my mediums, and try also to spot for my tank destroyer, without in the beginning risking a lot, just trying to show only my turrets, play hull down and try to sneak some shots. That was hard in the beginning, but now the show will begin. Here we go, 50 TP, getting a lot of shots, and was so fast destroyed. He made a mistake to rush like this in the middle of all our tanks. And now the Chieftain also doing a big mistake. He is rushing on the Waffenträger. He knows that he has a great DPM, but he forgot about me, and now he's going to rush on the Waffenträger, thinking about, okay, I can finish him, I have anyway high DPM, but he forgot that I'm behind him, and now I'm trying to flank him. And with that we are going also to easy finish now the Chieftain. Here we go, perfect, with the support of the Waffenträger, no problem. And sneak another shot on the Chimera before he goes down. And look at this, guys, we can reach nearly 50 km/h top speed with this tank. Average speed is about 40 km/h, which makes this tank really universal to play. I mean, this is not a slow heavy tank. It's really a special heavy tank with great view range, with a fast reload time. So if you know how to play with it, you are going to be very decisive on the battlefield, and you can transform this tank to a beast, a killer machine. Here we go. Gotcha. Second kill, and now I'm in a good hull down position. I'm gonna stay here for a while. And then I decided, as I saw that the E75 is focusing on the Waffenträger, I decided to rush on those mediums, and as you can see, they just have huge problems to pen me. And I can deal with them very good because I have the mobility, I have the fast reload time. It's not a problem for me to push on medium tanks. Here we go. And the third skill already. 1400 damage blocked, guys. And 1.3k damage dealt. And now I'm trying to spot some enemy tanks. Here we go. And I thought it's gonna be a big mistake if I rush right there in the middle, so I was waiting for the support of the Waffenträger. So we create 2v1 situation. Here we go, the Waffenträger destroyed Chimera, so I know it's a E75, but I can rush on him. I know that I have a high TPM, and it's even higher than an E75. I have a fast reload, and I wanna rely somehow on my turret, and that's why I decided to rush completely to the E75, so that if I try to get closer to him, he can't aim on my hull, and with that I raise the chance that some of the shots of this E75 are going to bounce. And it's going to happen. The plan was to get close to him as good as I can, so that he can't aim on my hull, only to show my turret, and with that, here we go, the shot bounced, and I finished even the E75, 4 kills, 1800 damage blocked, and 2.6 damage dealt. second class mastery badge and 30 points for rating. I'm on my way again to the Diamond League. I don't think that I'm going to do it because the season will end soon, but maybe I can do it today or tomorrow, we will see. Also, this tank I wasn't using credit boosters, as you can see, is a good credits maker, and the Waffenträger really did a great job in this battle. Gamer 1512. And as I said, this tank, the Chieftain, is right now in the store for 6k gold. In my opinion, I mean, it's a tier 8 premium tank with a legendary camouflage. If you take a look to the legendary camouflage, it costs about, the value of legendary camouflage is about 1400 gold already. And in addition to that, we're going to receive 30-day premium days, so 2k gold. So we have already, let's say, just 3k gold, about 3k gold for only premium days and legendary camouflage. We're going to receive 2 collectible containers. We are going to receive a garage slot, this pizza avatar bullshit, and this tank will be completely upgraded, so we are not going to invest more credits on this tank if we buy this bundle. So in my opinion, 6k gold is worth it, and I showed you the strength and the weakness of this tank, some gameplay with this tank, and now it's up to you, your decision, if you want to go for this bundle or not. In my opinion, is worth it, but really, if you know how to play with it, it's this heavy tank is not beginner friendly, especially because of the weak hull and the weak spot on the cupola right there, but you can transform it to really a great universal tank if you know your strength. It's the mobility, it's the high TPM, and it's the great view range. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, some gameplay with the Chieftain, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.